Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. We are only 18 days away from football. I am so jacked up. We're only about a week out of having to cut this roster down to that 53-man size. So I thought it'd be cool to start taking a look at the depth chart, seeing how it might all play out. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on it. I was thinking about this all day at work. Went ahead and put it down on paper for you guys watching on your phones. I tried to make it as big as I could, so if you can't see it, I'm sorry, but I gave it my best shot. But I wanted to go ahead and just kind of jump into it, see what you guys are thinking, get your feedback on it. And I really noticed two things while I was out there making this. One is there's going to be a lot of dudes that are cut off this team this year that I really, really like. And it's going to suck to see, but it means that we're getting better. So I'm super happy to see it because this depth chart honestly is looking pretty damn good. And I'll break down the defense probably tomorrow night or the day after, just depending on how my day goes tomorrow. But tonight we're going to focus on the offense. I really want to take a deep dive into it. I want to see what you guys are thinking. So we're not going to waste too much time. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It really helps me out. It really helps me grow. And let's do this, man. Shrek, what's going on, dude? What did Fortnite and the Cowboys have in common? Both used to be good, but now they're jokes. Mike Noah, what's going on with Tyrell going down? Bowden might get more receiver snaps. That's possible. I can still see him just motioning out of the backfield into that slot spot on a lot of plays, so I'll take that. Roy, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Bo Jackson at halfback and Marcus Allen at fullback. Was there a better two-set running back tandem? Craig and Ratham come to mind, but nowhere near as... No, dude, Dude, Bell and Marcus Allen, I'm seriously talking like you could argue that as the best running back tandem out there. It sucks to say. I know I'm going to show my age here. It was Kansas City when they had, was it Ike Okoye and somebody else back there. That was a pretty damn good tandem too, but we were the best. We were by far the best, and I'll take that all day. Randy McLeod, what's up, dude? Welcome out to the show, man. Costas, I'm glad you're out. Looks like the Great Wall of Trent is back. Yeah, it does, and I will take that all damn day because we need that. I want our offensive line healthy. I don't think Bowden was ever seen as a straight receiver, so Tyrell shouldn't make too much of a difference to Bowden. He won't, but I'm telling you right now, if Ty ends up going on to IR, I honestly think that's going to be the only way that Rico ends up making this team, and I know that's going to piss a lot of you guys off, but it's just the way I see it. It's just my opinion. Let me know if you guys disagree with it. Aguilar as a punt returner would be amazing. Dude was a playmaker in college. Deacon, what's going on, man? I'm glad you made it out. That is a fact. And Aguilar, everybody's been talking about, dude. I'm taking it. I'm gonna ride that bandwagon for a minute. Dreamer, what's up, dude? If Colton Miller plays like a top 10 left tackle, this is the best offensive line in football. This offensive line, I'm gonna say right now, is definitely top 7 with the potential to be pretty damn high. Juan, what's up, dude? This one's for you. You wanted to break down? I got you. Darren McFadden and Michael Bush wasn't bad. Not as great. Oh no, but it wasn't bad. I'll take that. Jacob, what's going on? Welcome out to the show. Rich, welcome to the show. I think you're spot on with the roster. I wouldn't doubt Bowden jumping at number C, and that I was going back and forth on that myself, to be completely honest with you. I was hoping Bush and McFadden would have been the next one to that. They had a shot. They truly had a shot. Rain, what's going on, dude? All right, so let's jump into this real quick. Oh, 805, dude. Glad you made it out. Nathan Peterman being on this roster, and I've had you guys try to explain it to me, dude, there's like 35% of the teams in the NFL carry a third quarterback on their roster. As far as their 53 go. Peterman was killing me through this because I'd way rather see a 5th running back or a 10th offensive lineman out there, but we had to trim this thing down. We had to do it the best that I thought Gruden would, and I know he's going to keep his 3 quarterbacks, and I kind of understand it more this season. So, I'm pretty torn on it. Oh, Costas, give me 1 second, dude. But those will be our 3 quarterbacks. And then the halfback position, you got Jacobs, Richard, Bowden Jr., and Ingold. I'm really thinking that, I know I thought we were going to keep 5 running backs, but there's nobody you can cut off this thing to get that extra running back spot besides Peterman. So if we're going to end up running our 4 running backs like we did last season, those are our top 4 straight up. I mean, you really can't argue that. I don't see Booker taking anybody's spot on that. Rod Smith's not going to jump up there. And the other dudes that we're carrying, and I know got Riddick out there, I really just don't think he's going to end up making this. He's not going to beat out Bowden, and we definitely need Ingold, especially with the big packages that we run out there. So I think that halfback room is pretty much set out there, and let me know if you differ or anything, but I'm telling you, I'd way rather have a 5th running back than Peterman. I will say that all damn day. The wide receiver room, Williams, like I said, if he goes to IR, it's going to open up a spot for Rico, but I don't see Rico making it, especially if Ty's really ready to go to start this season. So you got Williams, you got Edwards, you got Ruggs, you got Renfro, and then Jones and Aguilar, dude. I'm expecting big things out of Jones. Everybody's been talking him up. Aguilar can do the special teams for us, and everybody's saying that he's really taking advantage of this West Coast offense and finally being back in it. Hopefully that's true. That dude is, I mean, he's had flashes of brilliance out there. He's had his low times. We all seen it, but I think we're pretty much closing the door on the rest of that receiving room out there. And there's about 6 or 7 of those guys on the back end of this thing that are going to end up being cut off this team. A few of them aren't really big names, but it's just going to suck seeing them go out there because you know they've been out there working their tails off trying to get a spot on this thing. Where were you at? Oh God, David Shark to the practice squad or cut. He was one. I'm going to talk about them when I get to him in a minute here, but as far as the backup of that offensive line, there's a lot of that that's still up in the air. I was having a tough time narrowing it down. I think Sharp probably would make it, but I just couldn't really figure out where he was going to be because they were really talking up Sam out there the other day, so I'm curious to see how that plays out. No more Brandon Parker is what I'd like to see. Yeah, Dreamer, dude, I don't think Parker has a shot at making this squad anymore. Peterman's the GOAT. Peterman's killing me right now, man. He's killing me. Yeah, he needs to go. Yes, he does. Yeah, man, I saw the background, and I was like, hell yes. I was going for it, dude. I'm going to do the defense for you, too. I really thought it was a really cool idea, so I wanted to break it out there. And the more I started running through it, the more I was just like, damn, dude, I'm about to lose a bunch of dudes I've been talking up for a long, long time. Oh, Chris, man, you're back out again. I appreciate you, man. What's up, brother? Hope football's going good for the boy. We're back at it tomorrow, so I will definitely let you guys know. I think Peterman goes to the practice squad. Like, that would be huge. Peterman going to the practice squad, now that we can definitely stick him out there because of these new rules, it'll free up a spot to give us, I'm really hoping another halfback at this point, but just any spot on that offense that we could give up, I would give it up for Peterman at this point. Oh, at Rich, Bowden can't pass protect. He's a gadget player. See, that's what I'm scared of, dude. I do not want to see him getting ran over and then Carr just getting lit up out there, especially, I think he could probably get to that block. I just don't know if he could one spin move, and I think he would be done. Fierce, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Bowden's starting to come along. He is, and he's starting to expand a little bit more, and I really think they're kind of focusing back in just on the running back room. I think they've kind of taken him out of the quarterback room because I think they realized it was a bit too much for him, and I think he's really picking it up quick, so I was happy to see that. What do you think about the depth behind the O-line? I'm going to jump into them in a second. I will definitely let you know. When y'all signed Nelson Aguilar, I started dying laughing. This man dropped. Dude, Nelson Aguilar was a superstar in college, and he's had some moments out there, dude. I know he's had his ups and downs, but he's back in the offense that he's built for. So if he truly is stepping forward and taking over, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it all damn day. Stumbling, what's up, dude? Gruden never going to get rid of Peterman. All three of those QBs were on his QB camp. He really liked Nathan. He did. He truly, truly did. And I think you're definitely right. And we're going to be rolling with those three. But if we can hide them to open up a roster spot, I'll take that, because I'm telling you, every other position I have out here is trimmed down to pretty much the bare bones out there. And I mean, it's only leaving 25 guys left for our defense, which a lot of NFL teams carry 26 on the defense, 24 on the offense. I split this thing 25 and 25 because I figured Gruden wasn't going to give up Peterman. Mikey, what's up, man? Well, glad you could make it out. Zay Jones can make an impact, seeing that he spent a lot. Dude, I'm telling you, Mike, dude, I've been talking about that and the chemistry they built, because for a while there, it was just him and Carr. Carr's got his timing down. Carr and Zay right now have probably the best rapport on this team because of that work they did all off season. Zay Jones was a freak in college, like a true freak. And if he can get back to that, and he just had a downtime, and it happens to players out there, and then they have a resurgence, especially later in their career, kind of exactly where Zay Jones is at right now. That could be really big for us. I really want to see how that plays out. Aguilar has won a Super Bowl and looked great doing it. That's what I'm saying, dude. That was one of his highest points out there. He lit up that Super Bowl game. And then he came back after that and just kind of, no, dude, just took a big hit, so it kind of sucked to see. Gruden should make us Burbage, dude, yes, Michael, I will give you that. I think that would help a tremendous amount of the players out there. And I think you would see a lot of the guys that are just more ballers than just like, I don't know, you know what I mean, dude. I just want to see that that drives me nuts, dude. I believe so much that Aguilar will play better for us than in the past. I'm hoping. I'm truly, truly hoping, dude. I want to see it happen. Anthony, what's up? Welcome to the show. Peterman runs the opposing offense every week against our defense. This is an overlooked but huge roster spot. Gruden loves him for this. I'm saying, dude, but there's a lot of people out there that don't have that spot on their team at all. They don't even consider it. And let Mariota run it. That dude needs to get as much practice as he possibly can out there. Raider Nation. Oh, dude. Edgar, what's going on, dude? Gabe, welcome back, man. Who do you trust more on third downs to make a clutch catch, Aguilar or Jones? At this point right now, I would definitely have to pick Jones. Definitely have to pick Jones just because the work that he's been putting in. Gord, if our offensive line is as good as advertised, then it should tell us everything we need to know about our D. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I think Aguilar can improve the drops. I really hope he can. I mean, I'm really hoping he's willing to put in the work out there. Nick, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. All right, then we'll jump over to the tight ends real quick. The tight end room was incredibly easy. I do not see Carrier making this roster, possibly going practice squad, but I think if Carrier, I know he's kind of underrated, but I think if he went to our practice squad, somebody would end up plucking him off of it because I don't think he would be one of the people that we try to protect out there. But if Witten's ready to go, and it looks like he's ready to go, that dude looks damn good out there in the silver and black, so hopefully he's ready to just keep pushing this thing forward. I mean, you got Waller, you got Foster out there. You can't. That's our 1 and 2. That's like the ultimate tight end 1-2 combo punch right there. And I love seeing that. Those two guys, I'm telling you, that's going to be a huge part of this team for a long, long time to come. So that tight end room was pretty basic out there. And I was like, all right, sweet. I can see us with Witten moving on, maybe getting a tight end in the next draft in the later rounds just to bring somebody on and start working them out. And then the offensive line. This is where it got tough. There's a lot of guys out there like Sharp that are going to be fighting for a spot on this team out there. I had to chop it down to 9 just based off of everything else that we have going right now. You have our starters. You got Miller. You got Incognito. You got Hudson. You got Jackson. You got Brown. Behind them is where it starts to get a little bit iffy out there of who's going to make this team, who's not going to make this team, and who's going to end up getting pushed over to the practice squad or just straight cut out there. You still have Seymour. You got Roos. You got Parker. You got Devy. You got Cotton Sr. You got Sharp still sitting out there. They've really been talking up Sam Young. Young being able to play that swing tackle position, that's what they wanted Brandon Parker to do. That's what they have been working with Brandon Parker to do for the past couple seasons out there. He obviously was not getting it done out there. I know it takes offensive linemen a little bit of time to kind of, especially when you're learning that swing tackle spot, to be able to just kind of adapt to it and take everything in. We don't have time for that right now. I honestly think this team is going to try to make a true shot at it. So we bring in Sam Young. He is depth. He can play both those ends. He can play both the ends out there. Plus we have Good, who can play the guard or tackle spot, and he's definitely a lock. We ended up paying him this offseason to make sure he stayed on this roster. He is great depth. Him and Young are both great depth at that tackle position. Like I said, Good can slide in and play the guard spot. Simpson, I'm kind of up in the air on. I think there's still a real shot that dude could end up hitting our practice squad. I know a lot of us are really high on him because we just brought him onto the team, but I think he might be a guy that does sit back a little bit, and that's where you're going to see Sharp end up taking that spot out there. And I'm not too pissed about that. I think it's pretty interchangeable. I think Simpson would sit on our practice squad. I don't think anybody would pluck him off of it, being a 4th-round pick out there, unless they were truly, truly desperate for it. And then Andre James, when Hudson got hurt last season, he came in there and he played like a damn superstar for us. And I was super happy to see that. So, I mean, between James and Simpson and Miller out there, I mean, we got some young talent on this offensive line. So I think we're looking good right now. I think we're really looking good for the future of it. But I could see maybe that little bit of that second wave kind of getting tweaked a little bit. So let me know your thoughts on that. I know offensive lines aren't like the most fun thing to talk about out there, but at the same time, they're probably the most important thing on our offense right now. So we have to take a serious look at it. But if I was going to trade out one person, it would be Simpson for Sharp, and then Simpson would be on our practice squad for sure. But besides that, I see everybody else in that offensive line room pretty much taking the axe by the time we chop down this 53. So let me know what you think, man. Aguilar may be better with the West Coast offense rather than, dude, I'm telling you, that's what he played all through college, and that's what made him look so damn good. And as soon as he left college, he left that West Coast offense. He got a little glimpse of it in Philly when he exploded, and then he went away from it again. So hopefully we can bring it back, dude. Still not sold in Bowden. He has the talent, but he's a gimmick until proven otherwise. However, I'd almost rather see him as a third quarterback over Peter. And like even if you made him the third quarterback over Peterman, that would open up another spot in that running back room that we desperately need that, dude. Like desperately. So I kind of see what you're saying there, and I do agree with you. You think anyone would pick Peterman up if we threw him on the practice squad? Not only if they were desperate, and like I'm saying, dude, if they're on the practice squad, he could still run that third team for us out there and be that offense that we're playing against. And we wouldn't skip a beat as far as practice goes. Stick him on that practice squad, dude. Nathan Peterman's reputation in the NFL isn't the most stellar thing. So I don't see anybody going out there and being like, all right, we need Peterman. Mariota needs to practice our plays, not the opposing offense's plays. He just needs to practice throwing that ball at this point right now. No Cotton. Yeah, Cotton Sr. I don't think has a shot right now. But, I mean, he's been one of those guys that we've cut and brought back a couple times now. So I think he might be one of those depth guys for us that ends up maybe making the practice squad, or just is maybe one of those guys that's only a phone call away. If Witten gives us at least 5 red zone TDs, he was, yes, complete success for us. Peterman has a pretty big contract for a third-string quarterback with minimal starting experience. Yeah, he really does. And I don't think there's any true money attached to that. So maybe if we did make a move out there, you'd see Peterman get cut just to open up the money that he is getting out there. I wouldn't doubt if Gruden put Bowden as a third quarterback in an emergency anyway, so 1 and 2 QBs could enter the game by rule. Yeah, that is a fact, right? Very, very true. Darman, what's going on, dude? I'm a new subscriber. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for that. Cotton would be a good backup for Incognito. I could see that. I really could. But, man, this thing was so tight bringing it down the line. I'm telling you, it was tough, dude. DeMarco, man, I'm right there with you. Our 3 tight ends alone can get the job done. Rich, dude, that tight end room right now is pretty damn stellar. I would beg you to find a better trio of tight ends in the NFL right now. Never forget that Kansas City just let us have... That is true. I'll take Rodney all damn day. Welcome to the show. Oh, Mikey, man, I appreciate you, man. Offense is going to be consistent. Long, clock-killing drives. Pre-snap reads that eat the clock. Carr's quick release in this running game. I know a lot of you guys hate it out there. You want somebody who's a little bit more explosive and willing to take his shots. But those long, methodical drives, if we can do it consistently instead of sporadically, will dominate teams. Is Mullen back yet, and what happened to him? He's due back in the next day or two. They said they were going to work him back slow. I didn't see his injury. All of a sudden they were just talking about that he was hurt. If one of you guys do know what actually happened to him, please let me know. All they said, it was like kind of a scary incident, but then it ended up being pretty minor. I didn't see it, and I still haven't heard what it was, but everybody said he's coming back with a quickness. Can't play like last year. Need to throw long sometimes. The opposing defense is stacking the box. Yes. All right. We have to. Yes, Cost. I will give you that, dude. That's what I'm saying. If Williams went down and we started to limit this playbook again, we would be screwed. You need to let Edwards and Ruggs, even Jones, all these dudes, you need to let them extend this field, because you're right. If we start stacking the box against Jacobs again, it's going to be a damn repeat, and it's going to suck. We have to take our shots. Out there. The offense specializes in long clock killing drives because they lack deep speed. And yes, that is it, dude. They don't lack that. No, they don't. They need to go ahead and do it. Gruden needs to take his shots in the middle of games to where if we have a chance to put a team out, we don't just start running the ball. We put up those extra points and we shut them down and put that nail in the coffin. And I really think we're going to see more of that this season. I truly hope you're ready for it, man. I'm happy to be somewhere I won't get bullied for being a Raider fan. Drives you nuts, right, dude? Oh, Volvo, mate, what's up, man? I'm glad you made it out. I think Foster's going to kill this year. Clutch third down catches in red zone. Dude, Foster is a special player. I cannot talk this kid up enough. And I know he got hurt last year. That is what it is. He's going to come back fine from it. He is fine right now, but Foster is a special dude. Third at Renfro, you're going to be seeing a pretty damn good bit of third at Renfro. The slot machine. Renfro's third down slot. Yes, he is. Once a team got up on us last year, we couldn't recover and became predictable. Nicholas, what's up? We did. And to be honest, that whole damn offense we were running out there was pretty predictable, and it kind of sucked to see on a week in, a week out basis. And then once a team started finally calling us out for it, and they were like, no, we knew exactly what they were going to do on every single play. It's like, Gruden, what the hell are you doing? If a team literally knows what you're going to do, just based off nothing more than the personnel you're putting out there, you're doing something wrong, like completely wrong. That pissed me off. I was so livid after that damn game. Right now, we don't have a second QB. So much pressure on Carr, more like pressure on Mariota. That's what I'm saying, dude. Things are not looking good for Mariota out there right now. That dude needs to get it together, and he needs to get it together quick. Or maybe for all we know, Peterman's just been riding the pine and has this offense down completely pat, and maybe he's going to end up, I'm not going to say Peterman's going to win that number 2 spot, but Mariota better step his ass up. We really are predictable because of lack of wide receivers and speed, different this year. And it was, but I mean, we did. We had a guy like Rico on the team, and we took very few shots with him last season. Zay was on this team, and I know they didn't have the chemistry up, but I mean, you could still take those shots, see if it happens out there. I don't know. This team is a lot different. It is looking a hell of a lot stronger. I'm just really hoping that we see a different style of team this year. Gruden knows he did talk about it, and now I just need to see him put it in action. Any news on Isaiah? I've heard zero. I know we got a pretty good pick out there through camp. I know that he was, I'm fighting for Isaiah, dude. I really am. I really think that dude has a really good shot at making this team, and I really think he has a shot at contending for that number 3 cornerback spot out there. So I haven't heard anything else too much about him, so if you have, please let me know. Sad that we're known for speed. The speed aspect of it on this team, if we can put it all together, the way that this team is built right now, it's going to end up looking really damn good for us. It's going to keep teams on their toes, and the speed alone will keep them from stacking the box to where when we get into these 2 tight end and 3 tight end sets out there, it's still going to force them to have to play a little bit back. So if we do get into some of these power run schemes, they're not going to be able to just truly bring everybody, because if they do, we can audible real quick and just send that thing streaking down the sideline to Ruggs. That's really what's going to be good for us out there. But I kind of see what you're saying there. Remember that classic 3rd and... Michael, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the show. I've heard nothing about Isaiah, and it's been limited, dude. And we had no speed. Last year was so messed up because of AB. It was... Oh, God, dude, yes. And that's what kind of sucked out there. And everybody talks about, even I've talked about, losing him limited this playbook. If Ruggs can go out there and just fill that role of the AB spot, not necessarily, I'm not saying he's going to be AB, but just fill that role of being able to take that coverage, that will help out tremendously. I hope our offense can get to the point where our defense knows what we're going to do, but they still take what they want, speed and power. That's what I'm saying, dude. You get to an offense at that point, you are one of the best offenses in the league. Gruden is the best at his fast receivers like Brown, Rice, and Joey Galloway. I'll give you that. Richard, what's up there? Welcome to the show. Gruden planned the offense around AB, and then when he blew his brain, offense was sort of lost. That's what Tyrell gets player fast. Dude, and I mean, you have to see that. And a lot of people still want to blame Carr for that, but we pretty much lost our number 1 and number 2 starting wide receivers last season. And it sucked to see. Carr's going to go off this year. Carr's going to light the damn world up this year, and I cannot wait to see it and just see him silence every damn person out there. All right, and then we'll jump in real quick. I just wanted to put him out there, just kind of complete this thing. We got Carlson as our kicker. We brought in some competition for him. I wanted to see that competition, but we ended up letting that kid go. So Carlson is definitely looking like our starter out there. Cole I really like as our punter. And then Siege is a long snapper. That gives us a total of 28 players out there. That is that's not our starting offense, but that's what I'm kind of predicting our offense to be out there. And then we got 25 left for the defense, man. That defense is going to be tough, especially breaking it down to just that 25-man mark. There's going to be some serious pain in the cuts that I'm going to be making out there. I definitely want to get your guys' feedback on that, so we'll be hitting that up in the next day or two, but it should be cool out there. You are, yes, Matthew, you are definitely correct. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. It's pretty much a quick one, but I gotta go ahead and start getting set up for the next one out there. If you are new to the channel, like I said, please do subscribe. Please click that like button on your way out. It really does help me out. But until tomorrow, guys, I'm Son Joku. Thank you all so much for coming out. You know I love it. We will see you guys next time.